guys, Bilbo10000 here, bringing you another episode of the Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. In this episode, I believe you want to head up there? I'm trying to remember. No, we don't, not yet. We're going to go back there in a moment. This is the upper half of the Cathedral that we're going to be exploring. And we got a few things we have to do first. First things first, we need to head through here. And we're going to be facing some interesting block puzzles very soon, so that's going to be a lot of fun. For now, I believe we need to go into here, because I believe there is a puzzle in this area that we need to solve. But before that, we've got to kill this guy, because this place has humans worshipping it. And we're allowed to kill these humans because they are vampire worshipper humans, and as such, they do not count towards us being evil. So, what we want to do, head into the spiritual realm of spiritualness. May as well kill one of these guys. Or two of them. Or three of them. Suck them all in. We've already got a weapon in here that I can see, so there's definitely going to be some respawning enemies, so to speak. Alright. Just going to jump away from them, see if I can. Get him, get him, get him. Gone. Gotta just knock this guy out a bit. Okay. Damn it, too late. Okay, need to grab the impaling stick. I can take this from the wall, I know I can. God, these guys are so irritating to fight. Alright, I'm going to be on limited time then, not to mention they respawn, so it doesn't really help. We want to push this big stack of blocks over to the little indentation where we materialized ourselves in this realm. I also want to pick up my stick, because it is a bad idea not to have the stick on me. Then we simply need to push the blocks off one at a time until all 4 blocks are on the ground. With that, it's time to start slotting them into these positions based on the holes in the wall. This one is a T-shape, so it can only really go over here, and the only way it's going to fit in is if we slide it over a bit. No, I don't want to do that, I wanted to flip it. Flip it like that, push it in, and it matches with the holes in the wall, so you'll hear a nice little click sound when you've got it correct. This one, I believe, is just a straightforward one. So this one would need to be flipped over. No, like so. And then we need to flip it over this way, and then we can just push that into the wall as well. I believe after we put this one in, the enemies are going to start respawning. That's perfectly fine, I can deal with that. This is the second of like 4 block puzzles this episode, so I do apologize if they get tedious, cumbersome, or just annoying. But, that's the game, not me. Alright. So this guy is actually pretty okay. We can actually just push it into this slot, I believe, and be okay. Now we can hear a noise. That is the sound of the bells. Keep pulling. No, over this way. Now it's time to start flipping it over. Oh, I hear an enemy. There he is. See if we can kill him, maybe get the Soul Reaver back while we're waiting. But if there's one, that means the second one's not too far behind. There he is. Told ya. Don't think we're getting the Soul Reaver back this time, but we are impaling them in the head, and that is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, we got the Soul Reaver back. Brilliant to hear. This thing just needs to be flipped over like that, and then flipped over like this. Once you've done that, it should slot into the holes correctly, and that will activate what we need to activate in this little segment. So let's push them in there. And that breaks the glass on something that we haven't seen yet. It's going to break one of those. That one. Now that that glass is broken, we need to keep moving. So let's go back into the spiritual realm, head on through the gate, find our conduit back to the material realm, and then continue onwards. Hopefully the humans didn't respawn. I don't think they do, but you know, you never know. Once we're through here, we want to head up this way. There's going to be a bell to our left. Just ignore it. We don't need to go near that now. Instead, we want to head in here and finish the second of the 2 pipe puzzles on this floor. There's also a human right there. You want to hit them before they hit you, because they do a lot of damage. However, 1 hit from the Soul Reaver will kill them, so... that's a bit of a plus. Alright, let's head back into this realm. Got a conduit there in case we need one. A lot more here, though. As you can see, there are a lot of blocks, and there are some enemies in here as well, so I've got to be very careful. Make sure I'm using my wall skills. Alright. Now, I don't necessarily remember where the enemies were. I see you. And I see you gone. Oh, that's a big one. That's a daddy vampire. But he's dead. It's okay. So we've got a lot more than just a few to sort out here. This is a straight path. The question is, do either of those require a straight path? Yes, that one on the very right there does. We need to slot this one into position here. Then we need to find a corner piece that we can slot in there. So, are you a corner piece? You're a straight shot. You're a corner piece. So we're going to borrow this one. Alright, so first things first, push that over like that. We want to try and just maneuver it around a bit. Like so. And then we just want to push it into that hole. And that should be these 2 blocks done. Alright. That's definitely those 2 done. These just require straight shots, so this guy can just get pushed straight in, so that's pretty helpful. Pretty easy as well. Alright. That's 1. You're not a straight shot, but you're not. You are. You're a straight shot, so we want to move this block. We also need to flip it around, though, so we'll do that when we get across to where we need to go. Alright. Let go of it there. Flip it up. Flip it down. And then we just push it into place. And then we just have to deal with the last 2. I'm pretty sure we're going to get some respawning enemies in a moment, though, so be very wary. I'm just waiting on those enemies to respawn. I know they're going to. Now, this one's interesting. You need to actually flip these blocks so that they sort of go with each other. So, like, this one we're going to push back and we're going to put back in the corner. Going to do that, and we're going to push that in there. And then the other block, which is also a corner, is going to connect to that. Fudge. Alright, that's 1 down. There's the other one. There we go, there we go. Having a much better time actually defeating them, I'm not going to lie. It was a bit frustrating in the earlier stages, but that's actually all we need to do. Just push it in there. And that's how you solve this block puzzle. With that, the second weight is going to be destroyed. And it's great, I love it. We can also destroy a third weight as well if we head back outside. So first things first. Spiritual realm. Very in touch with my spirituality here, evidently. Heading back outside. We want to go back into the material realm. And we want to head back out here, and then we want to go to that bell. Effectively, we need to do a bit of work. And the work will involve us basically hitting that bell and smashing that big bit of glass that you could see over yonder. So, hit this bell. Glide back down here, and then run down this platform. Oh, not this way. It's run down here, and there will be another bell. Simply hit that bell, and it will smash that glass. Oh. It didn't work. Oh, nuts. I guess I needed to hit the bell for longer. It's very finicky, this, though. I didn't in my test run of the Cathedral, I didn't really get a feel for how much you needed to hit the bell. I'm just going by the fact I can still hear it ringing. But I'm going as fast as I can. There we go. You gotta do it in just an unknown time limit. Do that and it will smash the glass that was by that second wooden door. It's going to do a zoom in towards it. There we go. And smashed. But that's not all we can do. Now that we've smashed that glass, there's actually a bit more that we need to do. First things first, let's just quickly go and check what that glass opened. Excuse me, what that glass opened up. There was also a crank over there that I noticed. I don't know if we could access that beforehand or not. I think we could. Okay, I know exactly what to do here. First things first, activate this crank. What it's going to do is it's going to open this door. Now this door, if we want to get through it, we need to go into the spiritual realm, for the simple fact that time is at a standstill in the spiritual realm. And because of that, you can get through the door without it closing in on you. So we simply head through here, head up here, head back into this realm, and then take out the human that's just kind of hanging out over here. I know there is one. There we go. Steal his soul, because why hell not? Be very wary of the other human in here as well. They do a lot of damage if they hit you. And then, simply click this lovely little button here, and it will leave that open for eternity. So, now that we've done that, we're going to go after an optional slide puzzle, because it will get us a health boost item, which we kind of need. So, we want to head through here, and this is completely optional. If you're not thinking of getting all the power-ups in this game, then you do not need to come over here. But this is required if you want to do a 100% run of the game, effectively. So this guy just took away my Soul Reaver, and this guy's not giving it back. And yep, we've lost the Soul Reaver. That's effectively what's happened. So let's kill this guy. Hopefully we can at least get some power back. That was bad. Lost the Soul Reaver to some humans. Not even the vampires, it was the humans we lost it to. Alright, first things first. This guy needs to die. I mean, I enjoy fighting as much as the next guy, but I need the health. Alright, let's see if I can try taking this guy out. There we go. One more. Stab it. There we go. Suck up that health. Alright, we're in a better position. Not the most amazing position. And there's the health item we want. And in here is the slide puzzle we have to do. Now, as I said, this is completely optional. And you do not need to do this slide puzzle. It makes the level like about 50 times easier. But, obviously, if you want to be a completionist, you need to do this puzzle. So, I believe it's up here. Yeah. Be very careful coming back into this room. There are enemies, I believe. Oh. There are no enemies. Instead, we have another one of these puzzles. So the main goal of this puzzle is to get the first 4 blocks indented into where they need to go, and then focusing on the rest of the blocks afterwards. So first things first, let's just get this up right way around. We need to slot it into one of that little hole over there to the very right. So, I'm just going to start pushing it forwards. And I believe it slots in here. Don't quote me on that though, I'm not sure. It does. Let's move this one next. This one, I believe, slots in around here. Okay, I need to flip this. not what I wanted to do, but you know, it works. Okay, pull that. No. Raziel, come on, work with me here, boy. That's what I wanted. Then we can just push it like this. Stab it like this. And I believe it goes in here, although I don't know for sure. It does. This one is... I don't think it goes in here. Nope. Instead, I'd like to say it goes in over there. So what we want to do is we want to do this, then that, pull it back this way one, push it across like this, like so, and then we can slot it in. So, stab it in there, push it forwards, and then slot it in. There should be one more block before we get the next set. That's definitely a correct one. And then there's this block over here that's been kind of hanging out in the corner, hiding away. Alright, I believe... No, Raziel, that's not what I wanted. Alright, there's the indentation. So, it's very similar. Basically, it's the same thing that we've been putting into all the other murals. The only difference is we are now moving it to... No, I wanted to flip it. Thank you very much, game. We're now flipping it into that mural right there to that space there. Effectively, a lot of the designs are the same, so a lot of these blocks can work in the same spots. Can I hear an enemy? I thought I could hear an enemy. And now we get the other 4 blocks. I'm a little bit paranoid. I thought I could hear an enemy. Alright, well these blocks are a lot easier to work with, I'm not gonna lie. So, first things first, we've got this. I want to firstly flip it over. Then I want to flip it this way. Then I need to move you. I need to move this one over 1. And then I need to flip it again. And that should work. Pull it over. And now it's the wrong way round. God damn it. This is the only thing I dislike about these puzzles, is they are somewhat tedious, and it really increases the runtime of the video. Like, we've barely done anything in this level except slide puzzles, so what I'm probably going to be doing is fast-forwarding through them, but at a pace where people can still see how the puzzle was solved. So you're going to hear me right now, but it's going to be, like, sped up, I assume. You just get pushed in right there, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there we go. This one's over here. Alright, I think we're almost there. Push it in. And then we just got to get this last one done, and that'll be this bit finished off. Where is the design? I think it's on the bottom at the moment, so I want to try and get it out. Alright, and we want to flip it over like this, and then slot it into place, and we'll be done. Alright, push, push, push. There we go. And that opens up this lovely little item, our little health power up there. So, let's head back into the spiritual realm. Kill one of them. Steal their power. Leave. Because why should I stay? I believe I can still pick up the power up even in the spiritual realm. But basically what it's going to do now is... Wait, okay, okay. Because I have all 5, it's going to increase my health, which is pretty damn good. Okay. Let me leave. Thank you very much. I think the humans are going to be here again. Nope, they're gone. I can still hear them, though. Like, just jittering in the background. Ugh. Makes me feel a bit sick, actually, to be honest. Alright, but we got through this little segment, which is pretty good. And now, we have to go and activate a second set of fans. So, let's just run through here for now. We don't need to stay in here. This is the room we want to be in. We do not need to fight that guy. We just need to go up the wall. Yes, there are enemies. No, we don't need to fight them. There is no need to fight them at all. And if you've noticed, our health bar is bigger in the material realm now because of the power-up, which is pretty cool. Alright, so. Heading across here. I actually never saw what was down this side during my test run, so I want to quickly check. I'm curious. Okay. Bonfire. Hi, how you doing, Mr. Human? Can I pick this up? I believe I can. Nope. Well, instead I'm just gonna jump past you and ignore you. Don't know why you're glowy. I think that's because you have a glyph inside of you, which is interesting. But, you know, that's cool. We all have glyphs inside of us at one point or another. Right, guys? Alright. So, we're now at the place where there were the weights. These are weights. We want to flip these two. No, I didn't want to flip you twice. I only wanted to flip you once. Flip this way. And then flip this way. Then, we need to head through here. Back into the spiritual realm, of course. Now, I don't remember if there's actually a feeding spot here, so I'm hoping I pick something up. There we go. Material realm, here we come. I'm gonna go to the right first. There is going to be an enemy, I'm fairly certain. So I want to stay as quiet and calm as possible. God, those bigger ones terrify me. Oh, I thought there was an enemy. It was just a fire. Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to start opening these hatches. It goes middle and then right. Do that and it will smash the weight here. Now there is no way for you to know that you had to open the middle and right one. But you know, it happens. We then head back. And then we head around the other way, and we do exactly the same thing. Chances are there will also be an enemy around here. I'm 90% sure, at least. Huh. Oh no, humans instead. Even more terrifying. They can actually do some really good damage. But we've smashed the final weight, and that means that we're going to be opening the fan to the next area. So I'm not actually going to do an outro for this episode. I'm simply going to do a nice little fade out, and we'll continue straight where we left off in the next episode. But the next episode is basically going to be this episode split into two parts, because this is going to wind up being about 40 minutes or so. And I can't afford to save and then just restart, given that the saving mechanic always sends me back to the underworld, and I would like to get to a warp gate before I save next. Alright, let's get some power. There we go. Want to head back across here so we can warp ourselves back in.